which is actually really nice. You can see like the sunlight coming in and all these foliage around. Using a mod that gives these, just makes these deciduous trees taller. So it's a lot more realistic, because they're trees after all. And what's the gravity here? It's not going to show me. Well, anyway, I'm pretty sure it's less than a G. Alright, we are going to build a kitchen up here, and maybe something else I haven't decided. So I'm going to start with the BMX functional decor, because I believe there are some snapping attachments here. Got several stoves, a sink, some corners, etc. So let's do that. I'm kind of envisioning like a galley thing here, and then maybe a bar here. I was thinking about a dining table, but I'm not totally sure that that's what I want. Let's see how the kitchen comes together first. It's kind of snazzy. It fits sort of the wood thing we're doing throughout, but I don't think that there's enough other pieces to match it that would make that worth doing. We've got this sort of brown and tile, which is nice. Am I tripping, or are these two the exact same? Oh, they're not. It's snap and no snap. Okay. Alright, let's start off with a strong square here. And you gotta get these lined up just right, because they're all gonna snap together in a line. So the whole thing is gonna look very sideways if you start doing it sideways. I am gonna do this just a little bit off the ground, so that it can stay back a little further, and can plausibly connect to these tubes, which would require would supply water and things like that. I kind of like this for the end piece. I know you can do the round ones, but I'm not all about it. Let's see, this is not the style of stove that we want. The style of stove we want is this one. Alright, now we can put in like a small counter here, maybe without a shelf, as it were. And then a sink. And then another end. And then I think that'll be good enough for us. This error says it works, so we'll go with that. We got our little buddy who's stuck in the sink. Do we need to get you out of there? Excuse me. Alright. He says, okay, I'm out. You can put it back now. Thank you. Alright, great. Okay, that looks nice. That looks somewhat how I was envisioning it. It's not quite centered, but I think that's okay. Maybe what we'll do is a little like breakfast nook here, and then potentially a bar on this side. I'm just not sure how that's gonna work out. Let's get our appliances over here. A toaster oven and a toaster, of course. I wonder if toasters in the future work better than toasters today. Toasters today have a long way to go, I think. Do we want to as well. You know what, let's do it. Let's get all the appliances in on the action. Dishwasher though? Nah, we're not gonna have a dishwasher. We can have a dish rack though. Alright, and a towel. Having a nice towel next to the sink is so important. We could even mount one on here, like this. We could have, in my house we hang these towels on the oven. I don't know if you do that in your house. That's how we do it. So that doesn't look too out of place to me. Whereas having something mounted to the wood here to hold a towel would look a little bit out of place. So let's just grab a small towel here and we can put that like here. Looks nice. I like to have a fruit bowl as well. Let's see what kind of fruits we want. Pears and plums. I mean, it's a good one. Can't go wrong with pears and plums. Oh, this has got a peach, a pear, and oranges though. I think for right now we'll go with that. No, it's not got the right colors. We're gonna go with this bowl with the peach in it. Maybe that's an apple. Nice, and we can pretend the dishes are underneath here. Alright. No, we did not set up our espresso machine. I think that's gonna go wherever we have our secondary setup, like our bar, etc. I do love all these food bins, but one of my favorite things is actually just having like stacks of fruit here. So we're gonna put this near the blender and let's make it stuff that's nice in a smoothie. So we can get some carrots, and I don't think tomatoes go in a smoothie, but V8 says they do. Let's put those in there. Maybe that's it. Maybe just tomatoes and carrots there. We're gonna want a refrigerator as well. Let's see. This is a stocked refrigerator here. I love these stocked refrigerators. I wonder if there's a smaller one. I would love an even smaller refrigerator. They have these, but they're not stocked, and they're not as sleek and attractive as these clear door models. So we're gonna put one of these in. And I think we probably put it here. It kind of gives us a little bit of separation here and prevents people from wandering off the edge, maybe. Oh, Sarah's... What? She's opening the door and teleporting. Let's try and close that up, okay? It's not gonna last forever. Just kidding, it will. Oh, I forgot about floor mats. I worked in a coffee place and loved having these floor mats everywhere. Did not love having to clean them all afterward. But that's a different story. Is it going to be visible from the outside if I have them even further in? I could try it. Let's see, is that visible outside? I can go look. I know again that's floating, but I kind of like it as is. Okay, I do not see it jutting out the outside, so we'll keep it. Oh, since our last video, I put some rugs out here and some lights as well. And I put some spotlights down here this ceiling, at least not any further in than that. I think that's okay. Not even close to on center though. That looks nice. Alright, let's keep that as is, and then what else do we need here? We can do, look at this, there's all kinds of snapping floor mats. It's beautiful. I do need one to get us slightly detached though. And now I wonder if I can drag this away without getting too close that it snaps. Alright, nice. Oh, I didn't want to open that door, I wanted to move the refrigerator. Let's see there. I didn't line those up as straight, but luckily it kind of worked out for me. Oh, bless BMX for all these outpost items. I love the ones that snap together like this. Truly, just good stuff. Do I need this over here? Maybe not. Am I gonna do it? Yeah. Yeah, I am. I don't like that gap. It's a weird gap. That's better. It's not snapping appropriately to something. Don't know what that is, but, alright, come on. I wonder if this door's gonna open again once I place this down. It did. I don't know if anybody made any bets, but that was the answer. The answer was yes, it does. Okay, now I'm looking at this, and I could have a table here and have it be sort of like a dine-in kitchen next to the fridge. I don't like it being right next to the fridge, but I think there's little we can do about that. And I am kind of liking the idea of having the table here. So let's put a rug down. Of course, we must have a rug. See if we can find a nice one for upstairs here. I kind of like the groovy one. But something rectangular might be better. That's too long. As is that one. Yeah, the runners are too long. And I think the circular ones are just not it. Let's see if we've got anything in Home and Gardens as far as I'm realizing I can put some rails up here so people don't fall off the edge, but you know, why would we do that? That's how we weed out the weak ones. Not true. Alright, I could put something like this here just to denote a bit of separation from the dining area. I could put something like a decoration on it. I kind of like that. It has shelves inside, but I'm not worried about displaying the shelves necessarily. And I can put a plant on there. I think that's exactly what I'll do. Alright, I was looking for rugs. No rugs in here. That's one of the things about having a ton of mods is you forget which category some see, should we have them face the stair? I think that makes sense. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Okay, and we can move it even closer over here. Okay, that is great. We can move it slightly further in. Because nobody's actually going to need to pull that chair out to sit there. And we want to have a little more opening in our, at the top of the stairs here. How's that? Something like that. Too far into the kitchen. Okay, that looks great. I like that. It's not perfect, but I think it's a good enough use of the space here. Let's see if any of these cooking options include just a bar. Looks like no. I was thinking, I'm like, wait, that has an oven. Do I have an oven? We do. It's under the stove. I do like these shelves too. I don't love the idea of having one that looks like a biohazard inside the kitchen, but overall, I think I'm a fan of it. Those are all two big plants. Well, we'll get a little one to go on this table here. I mean, something like this is not bad at all. Alright, quite like that. I think Sarah just said something, but I don't know what. Sound like she said psst. IDK. Alright, any bar, there's some gym equipment. And I thought about making this space over here kind of like a gym. Because that's like the only other thing that this place doesn't have. There's a bar. Gorgeous. Alright, we don't need it to be super overboard because we're in a tiny place after all. I think even this might be too much, but you can say for sure. I don't like that it's all stainless steel though. That gives me a bit of pause, and I think I might prefer this wood one. Can I do something like this? Maybe. It looks okay, but it's too crowded and can't get through there any longer. I thought about this, you could put your bar here, but having a bar right next to your gym is, I think one of those no-nos, as they call it. Can't get this much closer to the wall without lifting it too high off of the ground for it to be noticeable. Unfortunately. So I think this one is not for us. Let's just cycle through. I mean, something like use the decorations. Alright, let's see, volleyball. Oh look, here's an even more condensed gym equipment thing. I like that. Maybe we can put it like down in front of this. And that doesn't look too obtuse. In my mind at least. Just looks like we got lots of weights. Alright. Coming back in here. Soda. Nice. Model ship display. Cool. Alright. I didn't see what I wanted here. But some soda might be a nice thing. Just to include here. You know, maybe we got some friends who left their energy drinks. Alright, furniture. Let's see if we can find something here that we like. Web bar, again, that's the stainless steel. It's nicely decorated, but I think it's not quite for us. That's all bathroom. Maybe bathroom and bookshelf. Just gonna get an autosave here. And keep it going. Whoa. This apparently has an enormous footprint that would take out all of the nearby wildlife. That's crazy. Why does it do that? Why would it need to do that? That is unreal. I gotta see it again. What the heck? That is so strange. Alright, well, we're not trying to deforest the place, so I don't even know what to say to that. I think this is cool. Let's pop that in. Oops, I'm going backward. Shelves. This is indeed all shelves, isn't it? I like these plant things. This like shelf with plants. That might be nice to have here. I was gonna have a breakfast nook or some kind of thing here, but having some plants is gonna be better. Alright, what else we got? Some more kitchen stuff. I do like these kitchen things with the plates and bowls and such. But I don't know that we want to make anything too tall here. Something about these bookcases. I don't know. That's quite odd. Those are all desks and refrigerators. Let's see, this is all pre-decorated stuff. Maybe one of them will be a bar. No such luck. Look, this is what I was after in the last video. Oh my gosh, there's like a billion of these screens. And I think I just wanted one of them. I think it might have been, no, that's way too big. Might have been that. I don't know, I'm tripping. Let's get back into the decorations tab. Because there's a lot of stuff that's like preloaded here. Let's see, we got down to the bundle or something, right? mods is supposed to make this, yeah, something you can actually sit in and exercise with. And then there should be a pull-up bar as well somewhere, but I guess I don't have it. This punching bag is too tall to sit in this room, at least on the side of the rooms. People love to have a mirror in their gym. They like to see, you know, progress of their fitness. So we'll let them have that. TV. If I build this, does it turn on? No. Alright. Like a million bookcases here. And I didn't really look at these. Lockers, etc. Fine. Oh, this is all like foodstuffs. Full bar setup 1 and 2. Interesting. Kitchen table, feast, kitchenwares. Something like this on a table is nice, but it's already got a good amount of clutter, so I like that just as it is. That's cool. It's all set up already. I like that. I like that better than the coffee machine we got. I would like to put like a box or something back there. Maybe we can end up doing just like a stack of these things. Yeah, we'll put this back here. Be like, hey, yeah, we definitely can do medical stuff. We just like to also relax and hang out. I thought those were the same size. They don't want to sit nicely. Let's stack these correctly. Alright, looking good, looking good. And then I like this side of this better, I think. That looks fine. Not what I really want there, but it seems good. Look at these rugs. These are great. I wish I remembered which mod these were from. But sadly, I do not. Veggie bowl, medicine. Am I going backward? I think I'm going backward. See, something like this is what I plan to have in that corner, you know, a bit more, you know, like food stuff related. That's fine. Are these all rugs and things? I think this is also from the Midas Manor. I'm pretty sure that that's where this is from. this and do it this direction, maybe. Nope. Don't like it's getting rotated back the way it was. Just with a little more space in between now. And we'll go ahead and move this over here. Gotta have our coffee, right? Okay, this is looking good. This is shaping up nicely. This is a really robust kitchen. I have our custom coffee machine, so we don't need the other one. Game storage. I love games. Well, they got me. This is what I'm putting down. I love board games. A collection of over 100 different board games. And they're all like, for the most part, different. They're not like, 20 different versions of Monopoly based on different movies and things. I know those are different, like each one has a different twist, but these are like wholly different games with like different art rules boards. I don't know why I feel the need to defend this. Having 100 different things is a lot. And that's I think all I have to say about that. So there. Alright, I'm just gonna check something quickly here. I'm wondering where my audio is going to come from. If it is coming from this microphone or my headset, I don't know. I got a new headset because my last headset that I've had for, let's see, I've had it for 11 years. Finally had its last tumble to the ground. And now it no longer wants to make sound out of one of its ears. So, it is sad, but, all good things come to an end. I'm now using a different headset, which I don't know how I feel about it. I think it's fine. It's the SteelSeries Arctis Nova 1, which I think is like the most basic headset you can get, but I needed it quickly and it was on sale to pick up at Walmart, so that's what I did. I want this aquarium down here. How's that? Oh, that knocks us off the edge, so in short, that is not good. I think I want the aquarium to be closer to this side. Can't move it further than that medical monitor. Why won't this let me put it on the ground? It's a little odd. There we go, something like that. And then you can put, oh, I forgot the mirror. Got to get the mirror down. In this opening, if it's a little sideways, that's totally fine. Oh, little G is stuck behind the mirror. Well, he knew what kind of work he was getting into. I don't think I like that. This needs a rug. Needs a rug on the ground. That's my solution for everything. Needs a rug on the ground. No, but really, this does need a rug down here. What I need to do is set this rug on something and then move the rug out. I recognize that's kind of crazy. crazy, but it's what I'm gonna do. So I believe it's buildable walls and doors, there's a collision cheater, which is one of these little guys. And I have to plant this on the highest portion of this. Yeah, like here. And then this sits on top of it. Well, that's a little too on top of it. I can't reach that now. I don't think this will work if I try and pull this up now. Oh, I had it. I was right there. Yeah, I didn't think so. I think this is actually backward. I don't know how this works. It's some kind of magic, I assume. Okay, let's put this, on the highest point we can, just like here, I guess. And this somewhere over it. And I think that's too high over this still. Don't think it's gonna pick it up. This has been an exercise in futility, but you know what? Exercise is important. Michelle Obama taught me that. Alright. This is not happening. I'm losing my Wii mind. That's the only thing that's happening here. I'm losing my wee little mind. I had to go outside and get some fresh air. Okay. We're leaving that alone. We're leaving it. Instead, we're gonna get one of these rugs. One of these nice wide ones. Not wide, long, I don't know, the runner style rug. And set it underneath there. That actually works out pretty good. Is it perfect? No. Does it need to be? Yes. Okay. Oh man, the standards I have for this are just insane. This is a relaxation video. Alright. Bada boom. How's that? I like that. I like that a lot. We got our plant on there. Now, I think I do want to put some of the workout equipment here. There's like a bit of it, right? There's like this here, which is cool. You know, maybe we just put that down anyway. Floor mats, that was the thing. I think that is what's gonna tie this whole place together. Let's get some floor mats down. That's too many floor mats. That's the right number of floor mats. Nice. Alright, we'll start there and then we'll get them expanding outward from there. Okay. Alright. That will be straight enough. That's what we'll call that. I think the tread needs to go the other way. I'm so sorry. Okay. I don't like the tread of it long ways in this space. It's raising my blood pressure. Alright, we're cool. This is what I do to relax, by the way. That looks nice-ish. Is it nice? It's nice enough, to my mind. It's totally workable. That's what we'll say about that. Let's come at it enough. Alright, you sit there. Just sit there. Don't move. Okay. It would be concerning if it moved. Now I gotta move the mat underneath it. There we go. Something like that. And then we can go and do that. Tread is facing the wrong way. So, off we go. One by one again. Okay, that looks great. We put some things down. I would like to have a plant here. A bit of a hanging plant. And not a silver one. Let's find something else. Did I already get all the other plants I wanted or needed out here? Just want to make sure I have enough plants everywhere. Looks good. Wow, I forgot how sleek and stylish the downstairs is. Upstairs is cluttered and vibrant, which is good. Hanging plants. I need a hanging plant. I would like to have one hanging plant, please. Shouldn't it be? Okay, there it is. I like the one, yeah, with the stuff that drapes off. This the best one. For sure, for sure. Alright. Can I put this in the air? You just can't get close enough to the side here for it to work out, can you? I think that looks nice. It's just a little bit on the board games, but that's okay. I lied, I'm very much not okay with that. We're moving it. We're gonna move it to this side. That feels alright. It's too close to this bench. That's better. Okay, now a hanging plant that's not in a silver container. Please. I like this one. This one's fine. Maybe we can put it sort of in the middle. There, we've got 2 hanging plants, which is a good number of hanging plants. Nothing at the top of the stairs here. Let's do a couch. Let's do a couch, and I think I actually want one from the Pegasus Home and Gardens pack. Because they're just so cool. They've got this nice kind of modernish couch. I think this fits for like I'm taking a break from working out or I'm gonna sit and have my coffee. It can do both things. It's multifaceted. I've already got this rug here and that's too close to do a different rug there. I could do the same rug here. But I think we've gone a little too crazy with the rugs. We've gone a little too crazy with the rugs. Let's be real. Oh, look at this chair. This looks so comfortable. No good place to have this up here, though. Unless it's like right here, but that does not meet the theme. Wow, love that chair. I wish I had this chair in real life. What else you got? Pedestals, etc. Wow, look at that. That's beautiful. Maybe this is what I want at the end of the bed instead of a couch. say, should we put some art on the wall? Okay, that looks gorgeous. Love that. And then we could do one of these as well. And sometimes I like to have a side table with a plant right at the opening, but I think our doorway is too small to accommodate that. So we'll just put our art a little more centered on that wall. Okay, this looks great. Let's see if we can find a little something in the way of curtains. So Taylor Spaces has some things. Yeah, these like doorway curtains, which I think are cool and might, like help to kind of feel like you could shut out this light if you wanted to. Obviously, you cannot because these don't move, but they can provide an illusion. And illusions are just as good, if not better, than real life. Alright. Can I get this going the other way? I can add a second one, but I don't think it's gonna let me get what I want here. Precise placement, save me. I don't think it's gonna save me. I don't know, what's that like? That's too high. Why is that so high? If I can get these to meet in the middle, it would be delicious. Is that outside? That's freaking outside. I put that outside. Ridiculous. Alright. Come on. Alright, back inside you go. That's like the right height, though. How's that? Ugh, that looks terrible. Can you go slightly lower? Because it really does have to be perfect. Sarah, excuse me. So, please move. Good lord. Okay. Dude. Personal space. Okay. I can't make it slightly lower. I can only make it a lot lower. And I can't put this one anywhere without seeing like... Oh wait, I can't see where the end of it is. Oh, I might have something here. Ooh, I think we're onto something. I think we're onto something. Sarah wants to get credit in the discovery for this. Alright, that just needs to go a little higher. So not all the way down there. Still too low, but we're getting there. I'm actually kind of pleased with how well this is working. Usually when I have a harebrained idea like this, never comes to fruition. So it's nice to be validated in my madness, you know. Everybody needs a little validation to their madness, you know. If you've got a homie, you should validate their madness today. Homies love when you validate their madness. We're so close. We're so close. This is a lot of effort for very little reward. But that's how we do it, baby. That's how we do it. Am I lined up? want so badly now for this to work. I need it. Okay. How's that? Too high. Alright, and then how is that? It's perfect. Don't tell me it's not perfect. I can see it's not, but it's as perfect as I'm going to get it. It doesn't look crazy bad, and that's good enough for me. Oh my good lord. That was a lot of effort, but I think it was worth it. I'd love to have like a book or something on one of these couches. Let's see what I've got in the old inventory. It's good to do an autosave every now and then also. Tales of Time and Space. Perfect. See, that's way less than a G. These trees should be tall. I forgot when you do this. Now I can't. Excuse me, Sarah. They don't. Oh my God, they're all yelling at me for carrying too much stuff. All right, I get it. I get it. Maybe here. That looks good. That looks good. Okay, let me out. I thought I could get out of there. I got into there. Okay, there we go. I don't know why I like the idea of actually being able to walk in and out of these spaces. Doesn't really work, but, I like the idea of it. Oh, that's much better. Cool. Dude, I just praised my movement of these things and called it much better. You can't do this to me. There we go. Okay. Sure, that's fine. Nice. Alright, I think I can officially say that this is done. It's been a while since I did decorating. I've been doing a lot of the Terran Armada DLC, and it's been a lot of fun. But has taken away from my main goal, which is to build bases. So let's go ahead and do we can do a run through here. And we'll see a Centiscal herbivore. Where is that? I don't know. I can't turn off the robots, but that's okay. So here's our tour of the finished place. Got this nice front porch with a couple sets of chairs, an outdoor fire feature. Coming inside, we have some nice artwork and adornments on this wall, as well as a neatly tucked away restroom with a shower, sink, and toilet, a stacked washer dryer, a bed with a hanging tapestry, some curtains, don't look too hard at them, a fully fleshed out workstation with a water cooler, and a comfortable living area with plenty of surround sound. And then upstairs we have a lovely kitchen with a full espresso setup, plenty of produce, and good counter space for preparation of meals to have at this nice 4-person dining table. A selection of beverages and foods to eat. That is the Centiscal herbivore. I'll bet you anything. Oh no, I lost anything. this could accommodate 4 people on a bit of a getaway basis. So, that is our video. We'll call it there. I really appreciate you checking this out, and if you'd like to see more of this, let me know. You can leave a comment to let me know if there's anything you'd like to see me do next. But otherwise, take it easy, and I'll see you out there in the Starfield.